Happy 1st of November. I do believe today is the first day of 2 days of Dia de los Muertos. But I've never really celebrated this holiday before, so I don't know how it's usually celebrated, but I figured we'd make some food that Mom likes to eat and then eat it ourselves and pretend that she's eating it with us. But first, of course, the most important feature of the night is Freddie eating. Yes, this is in a doggy poop bag, but it's not poop. I don't know why my mom had a doggy poop bag in her stash of bags, but she did. These are 2 containers of dried, dehydrated mashed potato flakes that I had given my mom probably 3 years ago. She never ate them, despite the fact that I gave her butter, which she also never ate. And she loves buttery mashed potatoes more than a lot of sides, which is why I gave her these so that she could make it, but she never made them. And now these containers have gotten so grimy from just sitting in the kitchen next to her cooking that I don't even think I'm going to keep them anymore after well, maybe I'll try to wash them, but they're really grimy. They got to be used. So we're going to make some buttery mashed potatoes. First things first though, I am going to go ahead and start a sweet glutinous rice cook in the rice cooker. This one is to use up the heavy cream that we have in the fridge, which I unfortunately opened before we left for vacation. But I think it's still good, but it's like teetering on the edge of not being good anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and make some sticky rice for Aaron. We're gonna use up this vanilla simple syrup that I made too long ago. And we're also going to be slipping in the remainder of the Baileys in here because there's very little in here and I need to get this bottle out of the fridge because there's just no space. So here is some sticky rice that I had started soaking maybe about 90 minutes ago. They're short grain sticky rice. And we're just gonna go ahead and rinse these, and then we'll plop in some cream, plop in some simple syrup, plop in some water, and Baileys, and cinnamon. I think cinnamon would be good. I'm gonna save a little bit of cream for Mom's mashed potatoes. How's dinner, Freddie? Aaron, do you want cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice?
Cinnamon.
Okay, I'll give you the good cinnamon.
Thank you.
I'm kind of tempted to throw out the shitty cinnamon.
Okay. Treat yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw this cheap ass cinnamon out because I have so much cinnamon sitting at home and it's just really doing a disservice to the really nice cinnamon that needs to be used up because cinnamon does start to lose potency like all other spices once ground. So this might be a first. We're dumping cinnamon.
Send it to the needy, June.
There it goes. Let it be known that June does throw shit out. And this is inspired by Mom because we just have too much good shit to use. And there's no time.
You guys saw something that'll only happen once 1,000 years.
There's no time. There's no time to waste. You saw me feature this in the cinnamon spice show. It's really nice, this one. But we also have burlap and barrel cinnamon. Maybe we do a little both. This one smells a little more perfumey and this one smells a little more fresh. So we'll go in with a little bit of each. Ooh, nutmeg. Aaron, do you want some nutmeg in here?
Sure.
I still have the pumpkin spice salt, actually. I'm good on boxes, thank you. I used almost all of it because people actually wanted CDs. Somebody wanted the coins and somebody wanted the rose mooncakes. So I used all of my envelopes and your boxes to ship those out. So thank you very much. Did you just poop, Fred? Did you have a good poop? So we will be making the mashed potatoes on the stovetop, I think. But for our sticky rice, oh, you know what? I need to plug it in. LOL. Thanks for the rundown, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. I love it. Just one button. The first thing I'm going to do is transfer some of the, because this makes a lot, so I'm not going to eat all of it or make all of it, honestly, but I will transfer it out of these disgusting containers because they just feel so grimy. And I don't have the box anymore, and I don't feel like looking at the ratio instructions, so we're just gonna eyeball everything, you know? Good old potato flakes. Wow. Y'all, holy shit, why have I been cooking these? Oh my god. This tastes like baked Lay's. We should just eat it like this. We should melt some butter on top and season it and just call it baked Lay's. This is probably the same process of baked Lay's. Wow. June's new favorite snack. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is fill this, actually, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna dump out this cream. Then I'm gonna fill this with some water and wash it out. So we get maximum. Maximum cream yield. That looks like milk. Hello, Nicole. I'm gonna put in some butter. I am really kicking myself because this would have been perfect if I had grabbed the very expired butter from Mom's to make this, but you know, I forgot, so. It's okay. We're gonna forgive me. We're gonna go ahead and use 2 tablespoons of butter because we're just gonna go a little extra on the indulgence today because of Mom's cholesterol. She never really let herself indulge, but didn't really matter in the end anyway, so we're just going to indulge ourselves in honor of Mom. I mean, butter keeps in the freezer for a while. I feel like once it's frozen, it keeps. The only thing about freezing stuff is that, you know, your freezer will transmit some of the smells. Mom didn't really like black pepper in her food, but I think I'm gonna have to go in with a little bit of nutmeg just because we gotta try with the nutmeg now, you know? We got potatoes, we got cream, both of which are really good with nutmeg, supposedly, so. My friend Samira came over to pick up stuff from Mom's house with me today, and we were sitting while I was, surprise, surprise, shredding more stuff, and we were like, what if we did the commune at Mom's? What if I renovated Mom's house and turned it into a bed and breakfast? What if I raised chickens in the backyard? We can't have alpacas in the backyard, but we could have chickens apparently. And Samira was like reading all up on the rules of New York City and chickens. So we had a really good daydream for a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do it. It's all the way out in Queens Village. Who's gonna fucking? Oh, there's so much bugs. Right? At the end of the day, it is pretty clear that I do not like that location and that I do not like that house. So it really doesn't make any sense for me to keep it because I don't like it. The only reason why I would stay is for convenience, which I think is also part of the reason why my mom chose to stay at that house is convenience, when I knew she should have left that house. She should have bought a place that was smaller and easier to manage, and she shouldn't have stayed there. And I just feel like I don't want to make the same mistakes. And yes, I miss her, and that house would be a nice thing to keep and renovate and make better, but I also just feel like it's not the right decision. Oh, so Aaron, I think I broke your laptop. It's not lighting up for some reason.
What happened to the plan that you just told me like 10 minutes ago?
I don't know.
You're not doing that? It sounded like you were going to do that.
I'm just daydreaming. I'm daydreaming.
Okay, you sounded pretty serious.
I know. I always sound serious when I'm daydreaming because I absorb myself into my daydream, okay? But I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming, guys. I'm just dreaming.
Are people not allowed to know about the plan?
What plan? I just said bed and breakfast.
Okay.
Chickens in the backyard.
Chickens in the backyard, Fred running around, having a great time.
Yeah.
Is the laptop still not working?
It didn't turn on. It's okay. I have two phones now, so I can read the comments on my other phone because I'm a boss girl.
You're a boss babe.
Boss girl.
Are you a babe or a girl?
I'm a girl.
I think you're a babe, dude.
I'm definitely a girl. Girl boss, boss girl, what's the difference? What?
Was the tapestry love?
I don't know. It was always plugged in. Doesn't make sense.
Maybe that got battery connected. You said it was plugged in.
just don't know because it wasn't really working. Like,
You want it right now?
I would like it, but I don't need it because I have comments. I think Fred would like chicken friend too. So damn easy, isn't it?
Battery is weird on this. It says 0, it says 0%.
Yeah, it hasn't been charging even though it was always plugged in.
I don't know, maybe the adapter to start off with, the one that came with it, so that should be replaced. It's a 45 watt. What?
I guess we should salt this, huh? I didn't salt it. Oops.
Do you have a Type-C charger that you use for your MacBook?
Yes, but it's at mom's.
Okay. Don't have to.
No.
Let me try something.
Oh yeah, we're gonna salt this really well too because mom also had high blood pressure and she was low on salt, but I love mashed potatoes. Do you guys know how much I love mashed potatoes? I fucking love mashed potatoes. Eat it! No, don't eat it yet. It's very hot. We're gonna let it cool off a little bit, and then there's a lot of butter in here. Ooh, it's so buttery. It does look like the dough for churros. You're totally right. I love fried potato patties. This is burning my hand. I knew it would burn my hand. I'm still letting it burn my hand. Okay, wow, it is so oily. My hands are glistening. Maybe that was a little too indulgent, huh? Who makes dried potato flakes themselves? That is some real masochistic shit. That's delicious. That's delicious. Yes. Aaron, do you still have Jollibee gravy?
Yes, a little bit.
Ho ho.
Where did you have it plugged in?
By the cushion. By the sofa cushion.
No, I mean in here. You were just using it in here, right?
It wasn't plugged in.
Oh, okay.
Do you want some mashed potatoes with gravy?
No, but here's your gravy.
Here's your gravy, Mom.
Let me try this.
Gelatinous gravy. Is mush food a hot thing yet? Have we made mush vogue yet? Oh my god. Gravy. Are you sure you don't want a bite of delicious mashed potato gravy?
Yeah.
Wow, you're lost.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow. Dehydrated mashed potatoes, y'all. I could eat this for the end of my days.
This could be better due to it's a higher wattage charger.
Are you sure it's a charger?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
How old is that computer? Oh my god, Mom. Mom, are you eating this with me or what? Because it's good. And it's even better because I'm eating with my fingers. Food tastes so much better when you're gross with it. Like eating with your fingers. Like this. Licking it off your body.
You're sniffing it? 2015.
That is ancient in technology terms, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, this is a MTA token.
It seems to be charging.
I found it in my middle school piggy bank. Thank you, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's my personal IT guy. Freddie, do you want some potatoes? Freddie, do you want some? Do you want to share some of Mom's potatoes?
Is this apple rice pudding?
No.
Why does it smell appley? Or is that just the spices that people use in like apple pie? Or
Is it
whatever
too hot?
associated?
Sorry, babe.
Do you want to give this one another guess?
I tried.
Okay, we'll try again. Have you been writing down which ones you've been trying? So
No.
you don't try them again?
No. I can't. I don't know Mom's iPod Touch.
And I couldn't hack it. I tried.
You don't want this,
I
Freddie?
spent a total of 6 hours trying to hack that thing. There's a tool you can use. that'll-
Disabled. Connect to iTunes.
Okay, that's permanent now.
That's permanent?
Yep.
We're locked out of Mom's iPod forever.
And I can't hack into it, so it's now e-waste.
No. You can't reset it?
You can do it with the tool, apparently, but it never worked for me.
Oh,
I tried for 6
no.
hours.
I fucked up.
No, we didn't know the code.
Aw, Mom.
Apple makes their stuff too secure. Here you go. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it?
Yep. I mean, we're never getting in, so.
Oh my god.
And you also obviously don't need the ancient style Apple
Oh
charger.
my god. I hate myself. Freddie, come eat.
You didn't know her well enough to know which 4 digits she used.
Nope. Well, here's the weird thing. Can I tell you guys? I can reset it. How do I reset it? Guys, let me tell you this really strange.
I can connect it to iTunes and reset it, but that might. So that's pointless. We want to get into it without like.
Yeah, but I don't want to throw the iPod away. I can still give someone an iPod.
No, it's an 8 gigabyte iPod.
Does anybody want an 8 gigabyte iPod Touch if I reset it?
It's worth maybe $3.
Oh, he likes the gravy. He didn't want the potato, but he liked the gravy. Of course.
He goes crazy for that gravy whenever I take it out.
He'll eat the mashed potatoes only if there's gravy on there. Okay, here's the weird thing about this iPod Touch. We couldn't find it for 2 days. And I was like, I don't remember touching it. Aaron was like, I don't remember where I put it. And I was like, maybe we lost it. Maybe I took it to Mom's. I don't know. And then last night, Mom, I think, was fucking with us because we found the iPod Touch in the tape box underneath my desk of sorts where I keep all of my like packing supplies, shipping supplies for auctioning off books. And Aaron found it, and it was already locked out, as if somebody had attempted multiple times to get into the phone. But I only tried like 3 numbers since I found it at Mom's, and Aaron said he didn't try any. So I was like, first of all, how did the phone get into the box? Second of all, who was fucking with the password attempts? So that was a really weird thing. I don't know. Maybe it's like Mom didn't want us to get into the phone and into the iPod. I don't know. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know what happened.
Considering that's the only device that seems to put a code on, maybe it really doesn't want to change that. Maybe that has her nudes on it. Consider that.
Were you taking the nudes, Mom?
If it has her nudes on it, would you even want to get into that?
What?
If it has her nudes on it, would you even want to get into it?
I mean, I wouldn't care. I've seen my mom's body before. It's not like sexual for me.
I'm not saying it's sexual, I would.
The rice cooker already popped up. It's already done. Look at that steam. Smells fucking fantastic too. You're right, it does smell kind of appley, huh? Do you hear it? Do you hear the bubbling? Yeah, Mom probably thought I was oversharing too much, and so she was like, hell no, you are not getting to my iPod Touch. Thanks, Angela. I appreciate that. I actually currently have most of my giveaway things out on Mom's front lawn, and I wonder how many items will still be there when I return tomorrow. It'll be exciting. So that isn't a phone, guys. That's an iPod Touch. And I very, very much suspect Mom did not back it up because Mom was not very technologically advanced. This mashed potato is everything I ever wanted to eat. This was from the Free Table. It's from a place called Utensi, like utensil without the L. And it actually came in a set. So this is a tablespoon. You see a tablespoon? And this one is a half teaspoon. So they're measuring spoons, but wooden. And they function as cooking spoons, cooking wooden spoons too. Can you believe that there were 2 sets on the Free Table and nobody had grabbed them at the end of the day? So I was like, I'm gonna save them. Are you ready for rice pudding? Aaron?
Oh, it's ready?
I want us to steam for 10 more minutes, but it will be ready soon.
Okay.
Okay.
I will be ready.
Fantastic. So freaking good. Butter is delicious. So is cream. I think I drank Bird's Nest once. It was not terrible, but it was also not good, and I don't know why people pay the big bucks for it. Y'all have never had rice pudding? Susan, my friend, how did that happen? I had my vitamins, thank you so much. I think I need more gravy on this shit, you know? Hello, little gopher. The butter is nice, but the gravy is really what pulls it together. Yeah, bird's nest is bird's saliva, y'all. We're disgusting. I don't know why we eat the things we do. It's so gross. So I guess I'm gonna eat this half a cup of cream and 3 tablespoons of butter plus gravy all on my own. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not gonna fucking feel guilty about it, okay? I'm just going to enjoy it. We think too much. We think too much. We think too fucking much. Mom thought too much. Mom was constantly thinking too much. I'm not gonna succeed at it, but I'm gonna try to not think so much. So, just eat the mashed potatoes with the gravy. I don't know how we extract bird's nest. We might just steal it when they are trying to feed their baby birds. I don't know. It's really demented, isn't it? Now that you think about it. I mean, we steal cow's milk from their babies too. I don't taste the nutmeg, but I think it is giving that mashed potato that. Nutmeg gives food the most gentle wisp of soul. I did not know that bird's nest is so terrifyingly labor intensive and dangerous, but that makes sense now because one little bottle can be like $20. I think I'm gonna eat some of my leftovers. Hold on. Sorry, I changed my mind. I'm gonna save some of the mashed potatoes. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to heat up some of my leftovers and combine it with this potato mash because this is so good. And I only feel like we gotta do what we gotta do, which is make mush more mush. Make America mush again. Oh, God. Okay. Woo. How much would you hate me if I didn't vote tomorrow? I think I would only hate myself like a 3 out of 10. I'm cutting myself a lot of slack. I know one day I'll have to come back to the harsh reality of being responsible again, but I'm still playing my dead mom card. Yes, there is a vote tomorrow. What would I use homemade vanilla extract in? What I would normally use vanilla extract in? Baked goods, probably. Cocktails, maybe? I would never make homemade vanilla extract, y'all. It's too much work. And also, vanilla pods are fucking expensive. Like, way too expensive to justify making it. What is the alternative to not functioning, though, you know? I have to. The world doesn't care that your mom died. Time doesn't stop for nobody. Yeah, you're right. It's not too much. It's not too much work. It just seems unnecessary for me. I'm not a huge fan of vanilla flavor to begin with. So it just doesn't seem worth it to me. It's also just a price thing. Like, vanilla pods are really expensive. Proper mush. Ugh. So mush. Aaron, do you want your rice pudding here or shall I bring it to you? Okay, sorry, I keep moving you guys. I'm very
I'll take a taste.
indecisive today.
Is this it?
No, this. It's
Oh.
here. I would never feed you shit like that.
That smells amazing. You guys smell that?
It looks good too.
Yeah. Squish.
Some of the cinnamon didn't break down, so it's just a whole chunk of cinnamon, so try to mix it in for me.
It was
I should have
cinnamon
whisked it.
powder.
Yeah, I should have whisked it, but I think it clumped.
Okay.
My bad. Serve yourself. Who got married? Who got married?
I did. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you, June.
You got married?
Yep.
So our domestic partnership is no longer?
No, I got married in Utah, so they both still count
How?
because it's Utah.
Sorry, that was a really gross bite. I'm sorry you had to chew that. Tell the people what you ate tonight.
Oh, omakase.
Mm-hmm. Was it good?
Yes, I had barracuda for the first time. They served that, which Tyler said
Whoa.
was rare.
How much was the omakase set?
75 before tax and tip, which was
That's affordable.
it's one of the cheapest in New York. Tyler said 60 is the absolute cheapest you can get in New York.
For dinner, that's amazing.
Yeah, so 75 is definitely among the cheaper ones.
And was it good?
Yeah. I said, I'm hot. I said in my Insta stories they rely on their sauces a lot. So every piece had a different sauce or topping on it. It was called Omakase Sushi Dairo, D-A-I-R-O. And some of them were very good and very interesting, like a spicy yuzu one was excellent. But they might rely on their sauces too much.
Did you ever taste the fish for the
Tyler
fish?
said some of them were too salty, and one of them, even I thought there was too much wasabi. It was a wasabi bone.
Whoa.
But yes, they were clearly also high quality fish. The sushi master there, I believe previously worked at, I think, Hatsuhana is what Tyler said. Some fancy Manhattan place.
Not my scene.
Yeah, I love them.
Would you go back?
No, because I have omakase maybe once a year because it's too expensive for me.
Was it better than the omakase you had with me on the Aaron's diet video?
Yeah, it was better than that, but not as good as our Tokyo.
Was that one more expensive?
I don't. I think. I don't know. I don't remember. I have cheap taste in food for sure. Gladly, like my friend who I went with was super into omakases, and he's been to all of them in New York, including the extremely expensive ones. Whereas I am the same, except I've eaten all the pizza in New York. So he pays maybe $300 or $400 per time with the more expensive ones. As a pizza enjoyer, I'm like $5 a pop maybe.
How many courses was there?
11.
So it was like $6.75 per piece before tax and tip. How much was it after tax and tip? Like
91.
90? 11 for $91. So that's a full on $8 and change per piece, which is probably 2 bites or 1 bite. Nakazawa is expensive, no? You bougie girl.
I think so, but I don't go to this super expensive one, so I don't really know about them. This is too hot for me to eat, so I'm gonna put it here and come back later.
Is it good?
It's really good. It's just I can't really enjoy food if it's really hot.
No, I understand, but I just want to know, like, is it sweet enough? Is it creamy enough?
No, it's perfect.
It's perfect. The ginger simple syrup is so good. And it's also a twofer because you get candied ginger with that recipe too. Hi, Freddie. What you looking at, Fred? Bye, Elizabeth. What's a Thermomix? Looks like somebody was late. Bailey's already made it into the live. It's a little hot, but it's a cheap pot, so it cools off really fast. I saw a Jeep type vehicle today with not 1 but 3 flags. There was the American flag, you know, red, white, and blue. And then there were 2 flags on either side that were the Blue Lives Matter. There were the thin blue line flag, which is the American flag but black and white with a single blue line. And I was like, cool, bro, cool. Above his license plate was like a frame of sorts that said America. Wonderful. And then I went to the post office, and on my way back, I got a look at the back of the vehicle, which was coated in bumper car stickers. Or not bumper car stickers, bumper stickers. And one of the stickers said, "I heart boobies," and I just laughed. It was too good. I wonder how many boobies he gets. Oh, by the way, I submitted the demonetized lives for review, and both of them passed. So I don't know why we got demonetized. I would just encourage you to keep saying boobies if you'd like. Boobies forever. There are pockets in Queens where it is extremely red district. Masbeth, and I think I was in Queens Village, but there's certain parts where you are basically Long Island. Once you head into Long Island, you really, you're there. So you did see this on my Insta. But some people who watch my lives don't have my Insta. Or they just don't have Insta, period. So I feel compelled to tell you because we were on the topic of boobies. You should delete social media. What's keeping you? Do you hate it or do you love it? Or do you love it too much or do you hate it too much? Missing out on stuff. I hear that. Yep. What do you hate about social media? What does everyone hate about social media? Nalco, any updates on your doggy? Wow, weird fact of the day, Tom. Feel like you're gonna make us all win Jeopardy one day. Oh, Nalco. I demand somebody go to Korea and pick up Nalco's dog. Do we have any Korean citizens who can go back to Korea and pick up this poor dog? Ah, yes, instant gratification. Y'all, that was so good. It's time for us to taste this. That. Comparison, constant drama, fake news, manipulation. Yes. Yes to all of that. But you gotta tell yourself, does it matter? We got a Korean here. Are you in the States? Are you in Korea? Can you fly to the States? Can you bring Nalco's dog to her in San Francisco? Mm-hmm. 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 Wow, it's really good. It reminds me a lot of really oily Ba Bao Fen, a treasure rice, which is usually with glutinous rice, and there's stuff like nuts and dates and red beans in there, and it's usually just like slick with lard, which we don't have lard, but we have cream in here. That was so good. I made short grain glutinous rice. This is a California brand. Wow, the Bailey's really just melts in there. I don't save the Bailey's bottle. I'll save this one. It's a good prop to have. But the Bailey's is pretty useless. I don't have space for it. We can talk about Fred's ear. It's clipped. Trap, neuter, release. He used to be a stray. I have watched the videos of Leeds of Tea, but I can't really watch it because it feels like Chinese propaganda to me. Aaron, do you want your rice?
Not yet.
Okay. Have I said how much I love this rice cooker? I didn't end up watching any TV shows last night. I actually ended up binge eating all of my dates, and I ate like 15 of those date cookies, and then I was very sad and disappointed at myself. There is something really comforting but also disappointing that I am falling back and relapsing into my binge eating at night, because it feels like it's part of me becoming more normal again after Mom's death. But a part of me was just like, wow, you still can't change, can you? But you know what? Maybe I can't, and maybe that's okay. Maybe that's just gonna be my life. It's not a terrible life. Could always be worse. Aaron, you know that we defrosted the spare rib, right?
Yes, I know. I just have. I finished my Bangladeshi stuff today. You can have that one container of this stuff you like. I didn't eat that.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I have to eat the fried chicken.
I would just recommend that maybe you start cooking it tomorrow.
I will consider that.
Thank you. I'm gonna eat some of these date bites with peanut butter because it occurred to me that it would be a delicious combination with all that cardamom. I do binge eat as a way of coping, but I also just binge eat as like a natural emotional default for when I'm unhappy, stressed, anxious, and bored, which honestly makes up 85% of my life. So I think the real question isn't why do I binge eat? I think the real question is why am I feeling all of these negative emotions all the fucking time? I don't purge, at least not by vomiting. I actually haven't thrown up since the 4th grade. The last time I threw up, I was really sick with flu, and I hurled so bad, I felt like my stomach was turning inside out, and I think after that last time, I never managed to puke again, so. Healthy, balanced, you're gonna have to define those terms. I feel like those terms are very judgmental. I've also had a lot of coworkers tell me that I don't eat normal food. And at the time, I was very sad and angry about it. And now I'm just like, you need to define what is normal food because that's offensive as fuck. I have considered therapy. I've talked about it with therapists before. I probably need a more long-term solution for it. I need to continue the therapy. I've not been good about it. I recognize that. I'll get to it one day. I used to bring in like really creamy oatmeal for lunch, and my coworkers would judge me and say that that wasn't normal food. I thought oatmeal was pretty normal food. I think a normal weight is very subjective too, and it's dependent on culture. Like I talked about this on my Instagram. When I went back to China, I couldn't find underpants that fit me without cutting off the circulation in my thighs. So if I went to China right now, I would be considered not skinny. It's all dependent.
Tomorrow?
I want to vote tomorrow.
June just told me, or Jason just told me a huge list of really good ballot initiatives that will be there.
Is
Like,
it
no,
for New York City too?
Apparently it's for the whole state, because it's like
Can you send it to me,
stuff
please?
like no excuse absentee voting, getting rid of the 10-day previous requirement to register to vote, an anti-gerrymandering ballot measure, a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Can you send those to me?
No,
Oh.
we can probably just Google. That's just what he told me. You can
Oh,
probably
did he
Google.
tell us like how to vote? Like, is there a
You-
preference on how to vote?
He just told me what the ballot measures were, June.
I
It's
see.
voting exactly like we voted here.
I just want a cheat sheet. I don't have time right now to think about what to vote. I just
It'll-
want someone that I
it'll
trust to
be
tell me
on-
how to vote.
It'll be on the ballot. You just read them. And it's like, oh, do I want this or not?
I'm sorry, Aaron. Have you ever read those law initiatives? Those bills
Well, I-
on the ballot? They're so fucking confusing. They word them in such a way that it's not straightforward, and you sit there and you're staring at the same line for 7 minutes, and you're like, what the fuck is this
I
trying to
added
say?
maple syrup to this, by the way. I thought it needed a touch more sweetness.
Okay.
Hope you don't mind.
Anyone else? Does anyone else read those ballots and they're like, what is this law trying to say? What are you proposing? They always have to tack on a little like double whammy of sorts. I just need Bernie to give us like boot camp every time and be like, here's who you should vote for, and here's why, and here's the most important things and what you need to know about this and that. Why don't we have those resources? Or if any of you do have those resources, let me know. I don't use Facebook. I'm never on there. I always try to look it up before going to vote, but I just haven't. I haven't been very on top of it this year. Everything sucks. We're gonna eat some cereal with yogurt. Aaron has a tiny bit of yogurt in here, and this Greek yogurt has a lot of whey, which is quite good for eating cereal with. I also haven't seen Village Voice in forever. They exist still? How do they stay alive? Are they selling ads still? That's impressive. All right, who lives in New York? Ideally in Queens, but I'm not too picky. But for the citywide measures and candidates, who are we voting for? I guess mayor is going to be Democratic, so there's not much choice there. I didn't bring grandma dumplings today because I came from Queens Village. Did somebody just ask me why I'm eating my way through my mom's kitchen? Because she's dead and nobody else is there to eat the food, and I don't want it to go to waste? Greek yogurt goes bad when you see red mold develop on the side of the container. It will taste bitter. If you see pink slime, don't eat it. It's not red, it's like pink. It's like a pink slime. It usually happens that your container isn't clean enough and that bacteria starts to grow on the wall where it's drier and has less yogurt. Yogurt is pretty acidic, so it normally wouldn't go bad on its own like that. But when you have dirty utensils going in, or you keep the lid off too long, or your refrigerator already has contaminants in it, the bacteria goes in and it starts growing on the side of the container where there's not a lot of yogurt. I hate coconut yogurt. Wedding wafer. That's a fun name for a weed. I tried all the brands. Maybe not all of them, but I tried a lot. We had to taste vegan yogurt. Taste test for Delish. It was disgusting. The only vegan yogurt that I like is soy based. I think when yogurt goes bad, it starts smelling not sour, but like spoiled milk. You can smell it. It smells rotten. I stole this off of an airplane. Never had soaken tofu bubble tea. The way you make yogurt is you take milk, you bring it up to 190 degrees to kill off any potential bacteria. Then you bring the temperature back down to around 110, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you spoon in some active culture from like pre-made yogurt. You temper it in, you make it smooth, and then you pour your yogurt into your desired container, and you basically have to keep it either sous vide in an Instant Pot or in another environment in which you can control the temperature to stay at like 110 degrees. And you're basically letting it ferment overnight for about 12 hours. Yeah, unripe persimmons are not fun to eat. Yeah, they put prebiotics. They put probiotics in vegan yogurt. There are a lot of yogurt recipes you can look up online. I didn't know spaghetti squash had seeds. That shows you how often I cook spaghetti squash. I roast them. I roast all my seeds. They're really delicious. But yeah, spaghetti squash is one of my least favorite squashes. I like to eat quinoa. I like to cook it with beans or lentils, like the same way I do rice. I don't have any special recipes involving quinoa. But Lena has a really good vegan burger recipe that uses quinoa, I think. You did miss the cooking. It was very minimal tonight. Everything has been low lift. I'm trying to take it easy on myself. I think Lena's vegan mac is butternut squash based somehow. It also has cashews and red bell peppers in it. It was really good. Yeah, I bet quinoa in the rice cooker would be amazing. For sure. Farro is amazing too. Shall I put your rice pudding away?
Yes, thank you.
Lena is my coworker at Delish. She is our senior food editor. Hello, Boise, Idaho. I don't think I can go to Idaho. I can't drive. I think my farm dream is far-fetched, guys. I'm a city girl. I don't know if I can do it. I haven't worked out in 5 weeks, and I really don't want to start working out again. I've gotten a taste of what it means to be lazy butt, and I also don't have enough energy to care about working out right now. Commune in a large apartment, that's essentially what I was thinking about with Mom's house. I don't drive. I don't think I should drive. I think I will definitely kill myself and other people. I tried to drive once when I was on a farm for a summer, and the nice couple there tried to teach me how to drive, and I got nervous and I tried to brake, but instead of stepping on the brake, I gassed it. I stepped on the accelerator, and I almost crashed us into a tree. I stopped like, I don't know, 4 feet in front of it. It was terrifying. Bye, Marjorie. A 2-bedroom right now in this current market in Woodside is running about, I would say on average, $2,200. It's very expensive right now. In February of this year, there were a lot more affordable units for like $1,700, but it's gone up a lot since then. I used to use these as planters. I also used to compost in them. Now I just wash them so I can use them at least one more time before I throw them out. They can be containers for leftovers, or I sometimes, if I have food overflow, I pack it in these containers for people to take home, and I don't have to expect them back. New York tried to have a weekly compost pickup, but the city completely failed with the initiative, so I don't think they do it anymore. It's a disgrace. It's a big fat joke. Oh my god, San Francisco, that is a fucking joke. Who can afford that shit, dude? That's incredible. But I bet if you go to Manhattan or certain parts of Brooklyn, that's also the price there. It's just I live in a part of Queens that isn't too bougie yet. So, but New York can definitely get that expensive too. It just depends on where in New York. New York is big. There's a lot of neighborhoods and areas. There's a lot of income strata. Yeah, there's a lot of income strata. This rice cooker is changing my fucking life. back in the house? I'm gonna let my hair grow out. Oh my gosh, Missouri. That's insane. Sorry, 4-bedroom for 400? Where do you live? Are you an aunt? Aaron, I'm gonna come chill with Fred a little bit. I won't show the camera you, but I'll be here. Because they deserve some Fred. Fred pays rent.
Fucking hell. I had one dead, but I couldn't get there to do the death blow. If you, when you get enemies into a stun state, I don't know exactly what it's called, they flash, which means they're ready for a death blow, and if you don't do it within that time, then they don't get health back, but they just keep fighting. So I fell off a ledge and couldn't get back up there in time. I died. What do you think you would learn from her?
No, he smells like baby.
I've seen you play promenade on your own.
He does not like tummy rubs. See, he does not like belly rubs. No belly rubs. Oh. We got the cold shoulder. All right, y'all. I hope you had a great Monday. I didn't have to train Fred to do anything. We were just talking about this today, how he is a great cat, possibly the best one we could have ever asked for. He never really bites you. He never really scratches you unless you're completely torturing him. He never really wrecks anything. He doesn't scratch stuff he's not supposed to scratch. The worst I've ever seen him do is he will drag his butthole across my pillow sometimes. So that's disgusting. But I think he's just trying to give me toxoplasmosis as fast as possible, and it's really working. It's really working. So take care until tomorrow, y'all. See ya.